Welcome back to the presidential suite at the Park Plaza Hotel in Boston, Massachusetts. We are going to continue discussing what happened in the recent Pro Smooth at the DBDC. Okay, our winners, the current world champions, Blackpool champions, US champions, Nick and Viktoriya. Okay, Diana.
Well, they carry themselves as champions do. I feel like they have most of the boxes checked off that I would want to see. They're good technicians, they're artistic. They, just for me, are a little bit, I don't want to use the word cold, but I don't feel from them to me. I feel they might have something a little bit going on themselves inside, but I'm the kind of person personally that I want to feel it get to me, and I don't always get it. They're very good at deep dark things, but they're not good friendly, warm, fuzzy, and not that everybody has to be like that all the time, but a little warm and fuzzy goes a long way in my book. I feel like it pulls people in and invites people to enjoy things that you feel. Dimensionally in the dancing, I do feel like they are strong for the most part. I would love to see a little bit more of a free released movement. I feel like they are controlled and they are strong, but not as much release as I would really love. And I know that they're capable of it because they're strong as hell. Should I have said that, strong as hell?
Yes.
No.
It's okay, yes.
Absolutely agree that, I mean, the reason they're champions is because they've made sure to check the boxes, as Diana said. They make sure that their form is very clear. I have to say, they did a demonstration 2 years ago at the American Style Congress, and they did everything slow motion and just showed why they're champions, and it was really beautiful. And they make it what I call easy to mark. I mean, because, you know, you go, okay, they're checking the boxes. What can they improve? Everyone can improve something. And this week specifically, I was not able to give them strong marks. In the foxtrot, I just felt it can look sometimes, I hate to use the word canned, but it's like, you know, maybe Diana said sometimes things look over-rehearsed without lacking spontaneity. And that's what's hard to do, is making it totally rehearsed, totally purposeful, and still have that movement and spontaneity. And I think that comes from two things, breath and dynamics. And I think the lack of breath and attachment of the movement to the breath would really make a difference for them. I think they would get more sustained action, like what I call overbalancing actions, and then more release, like Diana said. And I think that combination could make it really even more special. And I think then people would then feel what they're trying to emulate more.
Marat?
Again, it's hard for me to add anything to this. And it was very interesting for me to hear your impressions and opinions, just to find out that I think I have pretty opposite impression from this couple this time, because usually I would say occasionally I like a lot of things from them, but yesterday I was surprised in a good way that actually it was probably their best performance that I've ever witnessed from them, because it was not, I would not say that they tick the boxes the way you put it, because for me they end up ticking the boxes because they were trying to do the right thing. For me, it was like as if they listened to the music, they really listen to their body reacting to this music, and maybe as a result they end up being a little bit more cold or closed inside themselves. That can be the reason why. But for me it wasn't cold. Instead, I actually could relate to that attention to the music and attention to how I interpret it or how I become it. They have full package for me, especially yesterday. They have structure, They have bones, they have muscles, but they have weight, they have release of weight, they have the flow, they have the swing where it should be. They don't have swing where it should not be. So I would like to congratulate Nikolai and Viktoriya for the performance yesterday. I personally was, as somebody who would like to see the balance of closed and open work in the smooth, I was satisfied, shall I say. So congratulations.
Well, Marat, if you're satisfied, then we all have to be satisfied. Yes, of course.
And I think it's interesting to think about when we say good closed or closed techniques, that it doesn't have to, the closed technique doesn't also mean technically in classical hold. And they should have good closed techniques when they're doing side-by-side actions. And if they decide to use a jazz action, it should be very clear that we're now using a performing arts action. And so I don't want couples to think that good closed technique means they just have to stay in standard classical hold the whole time, although it's beautiful to see also. And I think that's where American style should be different, in that if you're taking, let's say, a rise action and a rotation action that you would do in a standard, we use the same steps sometimes, but then what more can you do with that to interpret that movement? Where else could it go, rather than just do what's already been done? And so I think that's, and with this couple, it would be interesting, because I think every time you dance, it should be different. Every song should be different. And I think it'd be really cool just to make it a totally different experience each time, and that adds a spontaneity feeling.
I will add something here. Not about their dancing, because as I say, I actually didn't see any of the competitions here. I was just hanging out in the presidential suite doing nothing. You know, that's what an organizer does. Some of us have got pet peeves. I think Eddie has got feet and leg peeves. I have got people not being organised peeves. This couple are really, really organised. I think this is the third time they've actually won this competition. This was the first time I ever actually spoke to them after the event. They've been here twice. They get here, they dance, they go home. That's it. Last night, it was such a pleasure for me to actually sit on the sofa with them and talk to them. But all of these younger couples, these guys are organised. And it shows in their dancing and the way they conduct their business. And unfortunately, if you young professionals are not organised, then our business can never get organised. So there we go, grumpy old men from me. Guys, thank you so much for all coming to the DBDC. I would like to thank the stellar panel who have just, you know, given you like $7,000 worth of free lessons. And what else do I have to say? Yes, if you want to know anything about what's going on in this small little dance business, go to www.dancebeat.com. If you want to see the videos from some of these comps, go to www.dancesport.supershag.com. Guys, thank you so much. That was so interesting for me to sit back and just listen to you. I'll not kiss you two. See ya. Bye-bye.